Starting now.
Okay.
Hello, people. This is your Dungeon Master device.
Hello.
Hello.
So let's start the bidding at telling me about your character. I know it's been a while, so I want you guys to kind of reintroduce yourselves a little bit. So
Didn't we roll a d20 last time to do that?
Nah, we'll just go top to bottom on the old disco list. So Ginsu, if you want to start, then Grits, Riku, Shager, Vick.
I'm completely blanking on what my character is. No, I'm just kidding. Mike, let me get back to my sheet real quick.
Oh, short shorts. What's up, big titties?
What the Wow. Anyways, my name is Tanizan Talizar. I am the son of a noble from the capital city. Currently, I am on a mission to learn more about the family business and the people who serve under us in our trading uh, of wares and goods across the what's left of the world. And I stole a pretty valuable artifact from a very powerful underworld boss or underground boss or black market guy, whatever the hell you want to call him, and he calls himself a baron. Huge quotation there.
Baron Henry LaFleur.
Henley the fuckhead. And even though he's not an actual baron, um, but now we're kind of on the run and heading towards the Turtle Bay town.
Having just killed a bunch of dudes and rolled them off a hill into the fucking ocean.
Hey, they wanted to fight. That's not my fault.
It's not your fault. But them being dead is all of your fault.
Well, yeah, but hey, they wanted to go that route. We told them not to. They didn't want to listen.
Hey,
Actions mean
I begged them.
consequences.
I
idiots,
begged them.
idiots don't listen. It just is what it is.
It is what it is.
All right. Anything else?
So far, I don't really. Well, my uncle is also the captain of the ship that we were on that he literally kicked us off of.
Captain Dovos.
hmm He kicked us off of the ship because we really pissed off somebody who could really hurt his crew, and so he's like, "Well, you guys got to go here and do this and this and this," and I'm like, "Okay."
Well, he didn't kick you off the ship. He was trying to get you somewhere else, but you guys got a little caught.
Yeah.
So he had to let you off early.
Well, we were gonna be heading that way anyways. So he kind of just
We
let
are
us off early.
exactly where we are supposed to be.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Where this is all destiny. This is all the path leading us there.
And while you're going, why don't you introduce yourself there?
I am Zillowin Fin. I am a resident of Sapphire Bay, and I am on a journey to rediscover what is missing from the world, missing from myself, and what is possibly missing from all of us. I trust the voice. I trust the mission. That's all.
Okay. Riku.
I am Mandee Mistvixen, little halfling female, young, a ball of happiness, just bouncing around all over the place. She was a member of the crew of the ship that we were on, basically the ship's smuggler. Now she decided, now she's learning she has magic, and so she's off to find out more about it.
And not to mention, everybody else recently discovered that she is a deadly ball of happiness.
Yeah, she literally, I rolled her like a bowling ball. She ran up a guy and stabbed him in his neck, just killing him instantly.
Poor bastard.
This is a rather bloodthirsty group. I'm going to just
You
say.
shouldn't have been going after the turtle.
Shouldn't have
I
been
mean, there
going
were
after a little
non-violent
girl.
ways.
I tried to save everybody. You guys
It's
are the
true.
ones that
Could've,
I like stabilized some dude and they like double, triple killed him or whatever.
We rolled him down the fucking hill to the ocean.
Look, they were a bunch of bandits who were trying to steal a turtle from a little girl.
Right, and that of course meant that they should die in the most brutal fashion.
Listen,
way.
No,
Listen.
the fact that they wanted to fight us meant that they needed to die in the most brutal way
In-
possible. That's their own
We
fault,
could
not
have
ours.
used non-violence. We could have
Wait.
used
In most
non-lethal.
places in the world, horse thievery is punishable by death. Just so happens you're in Turtle Bay, and they were trying to steal a turtle. I think the
Understandable.
constabulary might fucking be on your side on this one.
Yeah, and we tried to do it a peaceful way, but they didn't want to do the peaceful thing, so what
No,
else
you
were we
did.
supposed to do?
I'm
You-
saying we could have used non-lethal. That's all I'm saying. We could have just knocked them unconscious, tied them up. We didn't have to end their lives. I'm
You
just
realize
saying.
that if we wouldn't have killed
I'm with
them,
you.
they would have killed us, right?
And
Well,
two
he's
wrongs make a
saying-
right, Tanizan. Two
he's-
wrongs make a right.
He's saying you
In
could
this
have
day
just
and
like
age, yes.
subdued the fuck out of them.
Subdued.
Yeah, I'm fucking.
Zillowin is a lot more peaceful than you guys. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying. Maybe we didn't have to shish kebab them. That's all.
Just wait until he figures out that he can Eldritch Blast.
I pat Zillowin on the back and I go, "That's why you're the better of us."
Non-lethal Eldritch Blast. That's all I'm saying.
Which you can do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just shoot their dicks. That's all. Just shoot their dicks.
Shoot their dicks
Who's
off.
next?
Castration for stealing.
Shager's next.
Yes, I am a little lightfoot halfling by the name of Dandil the Duskdip. I am from the kingdom of Brennus. Me and my tribe, the Amblefoots, roam around. And not too long ago, I went through initiation of the growing up ceremony into my tribe because I was getting an owl egg. And one thing led to another. Now I was on a ship. Now we're in Turtle Bay. I've got a baby owl. Some shit happened.
Whose name is
Killed some
Everett.
people. Whose name is Everett? Yes, the owl's name is Everett.
A baby giant owl.
A baby giant owl named Everett. Yes.
Yeah, there's a little confusion in my head. How big is this giant baby?
I think it's bigger than he is.
It's about 2 feet tall.
Yeah, it's about my size.
Oh wow.
Big baby.
Okay.
It's a big.
Yeah, it's a giant owls
owl
are
baby.
fucking huge, bro. They're like
Yeah.
really, really
Guys,
big.
there's
They're
a
like
small
8 feet.
child walking next to us.
I'm 2.8 feet and the owl is 2 feet. So
Wait.
you can imagine.
Last game it kept falling asleep just flat. Who's carrying it?
I'm
That's
carrying it.
That's how baby owls sleep, man. They just
Yeah,
Yeah, but
flop
who's
down.
carrying it?
I'm
No,
carrying
they were
it.
sleeping.
It's
Not.
bigger than you.
I'm a strong boy.
He is very strong,
is.
actually. But
I'm piggyback riding this thing.
it's capable of walking and such. It just, not a lot because it was born like 2 weeks ago.
To self, we need a cart or some type of baby Bjorn.
I'm sad. The professor's
Right.
not gonna be here.
The professor wandered off into the turtle festival.
At this moment, he is still with you.
Yes, Professor Shvantz, yes. We're gonna get some more than puss, yes.
And next up is Vick.
Hey everybody. My guy is Julian Bashir. He is a high elf cleric. He's basically an ex-surgeon turned what's the word? Criminal, I suppose.
Entrepreneur.
Well, he's on the run from
Privateer.
basically a doppelganger that looks just like him, who was trying to murder him. And that's how he found you guys, and that's why we're palling around now. He's really got nowhere to go. And he's running from the law. He's running from the law too. So, anyways, he's basically like a medieval version or fantasy version of like what's the word? Like a frat house douchebag. His dad owns a dealership, basically. His dad is he is a medical advisor to the, help me out here, device, Duke, King.
The king. He's the
Okay.
royal physician for all of the royalty. Your father delivered the current princess, one of the princesses, the next in line for the throne. In fact, your father very likely delivered Ginsu's character as well.
Okay. So
as he is of the upper tier of nobility as well. So you yourself weren't delivered, as you're an elf, and you were tree birthed.
Makes sense to me.
So he's the royal physician, which means that you have very likely met the king several times. You did officially gain the title of doctor in your first session, so you have that.
Okay. So I was a practicing doctor for all of about 20 minutes before being run off by my evil twin and chased by the law. So it was a long, prosperous career, but now I'm ready to just sell drugs and chase strange.
All right, let's hop into it.
I forgot to mention I'm human.
And very attractive.
Very attractive, yeah.
Fish boy.
Absurdly so, unfortunately.
Always
okay.
moist.
So
I'm not a bard. Relax. I'm not a bard.
as we ended last session, you guys were approaching the gates of Turtle Bay. There was a line of folk waiting to get in, and there seems to be some sort of knights or I liked the word that I used earlier, constabulary. So they're basically checking people as they go in. This is not a normal thing going into towns, but you probably assume it's likely because of the festival. As you approach, there is, like I said, a big line, lots of people, various races and such, and they're all coming into town for the fantastic Turtle Fest.
I am all for the Turtle Fest. As a kid,
Advice.
I grew up hearing about it, but I've never been able to go myself, and I'm just down for the whole idea.
It is a well-known festival in the world here because of its unique origins.
Redbot,
So
how far are we? How far are we from River Run?
Let me post. I have a little map here, so I'll post it in Godsfall real quick. And as you're approaching, do you guys have anything specific that you want to do before you're really in view of everything?
I want to wipe off the blood off me from all those bandits we just killed.
If you hadn't killed them, this wouldn't be an issue.
Well,
If we hadn't
they were
killed
robbing
them,
a little
they would have tried
girl.
to kill us.
I definitely want to buy a turtle. It's Turtle Fest.
I'm not sure if you
They were evil. They were stealing things from little girls.
For real.
Tanizan, it's weird how you keep going in this circle where you're justifying your actions based on assumed actions of other people.
They were stealing from a little girl. Did you really think they were good people?
No, I didn't think that meant to kill them. I'm just saying, you all jumped to the act of murder rather quickly.
Hey, we gave them a chance to put down their arms. They didn't want to. They got what they deserved.
Oh, they deserved it now. This is just what they deserved.
They wanted to fight, they lost.
So if you take note of the picture that I just uploaded into Godsfall, you'll see Turtle Bay there, right next to pretty much right smack in the middle of the Ironwood.
Yep, the
on the right hand side.
This whole time.
And we have Turtle Bay right there. And so, what was your question about in relation to what?
heading to River Run. I don't see it on the map.
Okay.
I didn't know where we were going.
So, if you go upwards from Turtle Bay, you see that big river that cuts the Ironwood in half?
It's in
I
there.
see it.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
that. If you
that-
see Turtle Bay, it's that little line, gray line that goes up to the south side of the river that cuts the Ironwood
Yes.
in two. That is the Iron River. That is where we're going.
So the River Run is basically built on top of and to either side of that clearing section of river right there. So you're actually very close to it.
But we're going to be checking out the festival first because all of us agreed to it.
Yay!
I
Yeah.
have no issue with the festival.
I'm here for the turtles.
Yep.
You know,
Come
I think
on,
I'm
let's go
gonna
join the festival already.
What do we see?
Like I said, you see a large group of people waiting in line. You see a couple of guards up at the gates, and they seem to be checking everybody out. If you get in line quick, you see a number of carts and walking folk come in. If you get in line fairly quick, then it's likely that you'll cut off a decent amount of weight.
So I'm
I'll
gonna
get in.
get into line real quick, and I'm gonna make sure that the girl stays with us so that she can get in alongside us, get whatever she
Let's
needs.
queue up. Let's queue up, mates.
Okay.
I know somebody had. I know she was looking for medication for her father, and
Correct.
somebody among us had already said that they had something that could help him.
Well,
That was the doctor.
Yeah.
Well, either Shvantz or Vick said something, but she needs
Oh yeah, we were gonna.
She needs plot device medicine,
We-
which is found in Turtle Bay.
And I was gonna
Right.
buy it for her because it was 25 gold, and I had
Correct.
what she needed.
And her plan is to enter her name is Ella. Her plan is to enter her turtle named Oliver into the best turtle competition. And if you look at Oliver, he's a very fine turtle indeed.
Is he best turtle material though? That's what we're all thinking.
He's a very fine turtle. You haven't seen any of the other turtles that are to be entered, but he does look like a very fine turtle. He's well groomed, well taken care of. He doesn't have any chips on his shell. He looks nice and well taken care of. He's nice and big. He looks happy, for a turtle, which basically means he's moving slow and not freaked out. And she even has like a little bag with some greens and stuff in it, and every once in a while she'll just take something out and feed it to him,
Yeah. I think I let her know last time that if she doesn't win the contest, that I'll buy the medication.
Okay.
So that way she has a backup plan.
Excellent. She
How
was
much
also
my,
being. How much was your what?
my fee for being on the ship? I didn't write it down.
Your fee. You know what? I think your fee was. I think I charged Vic 25 gold, and he came from Ani. So let's say yours is 15 gold.
I thought I was a stowaway. Well, like,
No, Shager was the stowaway. You paid him.
oh, is that what's up? All right. Yeah, because I remember like talking to him, being like, "Bro, let me out." Dude, it sounds like
You basically stayed in your cabin the whole time because you were like, I don't want nobody seeing me till we get the fuck in the ocean.
That's true life, though. That's true life. So I mean, it sounds like to me like if this was like video game world, like the quest here is like we each, or at least as a team, should also try to buy and enter turtles into this contest, so that the little girl's turtle doesn't win, at least one of us will get the grand prize.
Is that what we're doing right now?
I feel like that's what needs to happen.
There is.
I'm not gonna spend my money on a turtle.
There's also
Oh, a turtle quest.
as you guys are going up there and as you're standing in line, Ella's telling you, Oh, Turtle Fest is the best. It's the best. It's got everything great. It's got turtle soup and turtle hats, and everybody
Turtle
wears
soup.
green. And there's things made out of turtles, and we help the turtles get to the ocean after they're born. And there's races, and there's songs, and there's parties, and there's drinking, and there's food, and everything good is here that you could love about turtles. It's the best.
I pat her on the head and go, hopefully you're not drinking.
Oh, I could go for some turtle soup right now.
Oh, they have
Mandy's
the
like
best
visibly
turtle
shaking with
soup.
excitement.
Oh, where can we get some? You know where? Let's go right now.
Why does a turtle festival have turtle soup?
Circle of
Because-
life,
You
Because
Tanzan.
the fucking
you have
Turtle Fest, man.
you have to kill the turtles to
Got
get the
turtle
turtle
everything.
soup.
I
Listen,
simply
man.
must
They died of
see
old
these
age.
turtle races.
Here's one of the things is Turtle Fest was created when the cataclysm happened, right? When the Gods War happened. This place used to be known by a completely different name. It's at this point, you'd have to look it up, but it's relatively lost to most people because Turtle Bay has become so famous for turtles. When the World Storm popped up, when the Gods War happened, these people discovered a clutch of turtles who had basically nowhere else to go. So they laid their eggs here. And the people, seeing the turtles and all the birds and shit trying to get at them, they helped them get back to the ocean so that they could, live to breed again. And the turtles came back the next year. And after a couple of years of doing this, they established Turtle Fest. And Turtle Fest is now this big party where people get fucked up and like help turtles ocean. And so it's like, you hear about people like punching seagulls out and shit, like little fucking turtles roll into the ocean. Like they have a really good track record of not losing a bunch of turtles. And every once in a while someone gets lost or whatever. But because of this place specifically, there are tons of tortoises and sea turtles that are not extinct. Basically, they really come here, and they go out in through the ocean, and they go all over the world. And there are other places where they breed, but this is the spot. This is the happening. Turtles bang, and then turtles lay eggs, and then they fucking
So
go out to sea.
as we're
This is
walking,
what we get from the girl right now.
as we're walking along, I turn to the others and I go, "Hey, when the turtles start hatching, I'm down to punch some seagulls."
His name is Rachel.
I gotta race a turtle.
The little girl's name is Ella.
Ella. Ella, is there a cost for any of this, or is it just open fare, or?
It isn't. She tells you it's free for everybody, and the king puts it on, and he's the one that makes it so that you don't have to pay to get in and everything. But there's vendors, and there's cool things to buy and find, and there's a lot of free stuff to do too. So there's a lot of options for us if we get in there. Lots of fun. So you hear a few people as you're in line, and you're getting closer and closer to the front, and they're talking about, there's races, there's all sorts of different shit. You can even bet on some of the things that go on, and a lot of places you can go in, and there's just free, like, kind of just put out food. But if you want some of the more delicacy stuff, if you want alcohol, if you want like the really good shit, then you'll have to pay for it. Of course, it is a festival, and that's why people are here to make some money on top of everything. But imagine a Renaissance fair with no entry fee.
That sounds pretty dank. Can't wait to watch some turtles race and maybe drink some turtle wine.
I want to try and scan the crowd for some like rather like sort of like motherly, really kind of like a doting grandmother kind of vibe person.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
Great. Second, that is. Oof. 11.
Okay, you do see like a family, mother, father, couple of kids, and then with them is an older woman carrying a basket. And the kids
kind
are
of looking.
the
Go
kids
ahead.
are giving her like, "Oh, grandma, it's gonna be so fun when we go in, and Turtle Fest is really fun." And she's like, "I've been to 40 Turtle Fests, and we're gonna have so much fun," you know.
Nice. So what are you doing, Lucas? Grits, we can't hear you.
He's not talking.
I'm
What?
talking. Can no one
Oh,
hear me?
okay. I can hear
Oh,
you now.
I do.
No, I didn't find what I was looking for, so
Okay.
I kind of stay with the group. I look at Tanizan and go, "You don't have a gold I can borrow, do you?"
Why do you need the gold?
I have no money. I gave it all to your uncle for my boarding of the ship.
Well, it
Turtle.
doesn't take a gold to get in. That's free.
No, but I figured I'd break it down into smaller currency, and therefore I'd have some spending money and whatnot.
But I'll reach in and I'll pull out a gold and hand it to him.
Ah, thank you.
Okay. And
I owe you a gold.
as you do that, Riku, how much gold do you have on you, by the way?
As far as I know, I just have the starting gold 10.
Okay. Give yourself 35 extra gold.
What?
Well, he's the only one with a fucking job.
Okay.
What
So
have I been doing? Am I just chop liver on the fucking ship?
It's your ship, dog. You don't pay yourself.
Yeah, but I should have more than 50 gold.
He's
You
a
got 50 gold?
he's a crewman, so they
I got
basically
8
give
gold.
you
8.
they basically gave you like a year's salary, like, you know.
My dad
I-
owns a dealership, and I have 8 gold.
Complaining.
My
I have
dad-
7
My
silver.
dad provides your dad with what he needs, so I don't see what your
You're-
problem is.
You're
diamond in my pocket. That's all. I mean, that's really nothing. Just,
you have a shitload of gold, as a matter of fact, but you don't have it with you because you fucking had to dip out.
Oh, no.
So
They don't
all
have,
his
like,
gold is
banks
still
in
on the fucking
Fantasy
ship.
World.
No,
Master,
his gold is at his house,
Oh.
where he would keep all of his shit. But he wasn't able to go there when he got framed for fucking murder.
Oh yeah,
So
she's on the
so
lam.
he had to bone out.
Are we allowed to
whatever.
convert
Dude,
our
Doesn't matter how
currency
much
into
gold
a
you got.
smaller?
Let's just get the Turtle Fest.
Yeah.
Does
Yeah, you can have 10 silver if you want 10 silver.
So we can break it down ourselves.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Does my character know that Vix is on the lam?
No, you would have no idea.
Okay.
Mostly because it happened the night before you got on the ship.
Aha.
Like a few hours before you got on the ship. Remember, you got there in the morning.
Yep.
He got there as the sun was rising, so
Okay,
you
that
were
makes
pretty much
sense.
like just getting woken up by being fucking smothered by your
my
sister with a
sister.
pillow. And at this point, you guys get up to the front of the line, and you see there's a few guards strewn about, but you see one in particular. He's got a table next to him with an open book, and next to that is a series of chests.
Hello, my good man. How are you doing today?
Doing fine. I assume you want entry?
Yes, we would like entry. This little girl here is trying to win the best turtle contest so that she can get medication for her father.
And he like kneels down and he gives her the little head scritch, you know?
Uh-huh.
And he's like, "Well, good luck, little lady. I don't know why I went from Cockney to fucking Australian. there for
That's fine.
We do not question when they fail.
But he says, "Well, do you have any weapons on you?"
Yes, I do have weapons on me.
Very well. You're gonna have to check them.
Uh,
No
Definition
weapons.
of weapon, sir.
No weapons inside.
if we go out through another gate, will we be able to get them back, or do we have to come here?
No, the guards at the other gate will call for your things. I'll give
Okay.
you each a chit. The chit will correspond with your weapon.
What'd you call me?
What's your definition of weapon?
I hold out my warhammer like it's a dirty washcloth.
And he just he goes, "Are you together?"
Yes, we're all together.
And he opens up an empty chest and he goes, "Toss them in."
What is your definition of weapon, good sir?
Do I have anything on me that would denote my nobility and allow me to at least keep my case on me?
Let's. No, not anything that big. No.
Okay. Damn. All right.
And he says, swords, axes, shields. Let's see, hammers, and he points at Vick's hammer.
I've already
Clubs,
dropped it, yeah.
daggers.
How about an ornate walking staff?
I do have a question for you, sir. This case here is locked up and can only be opened with a key. If I give you the key, can I keep the weapon? Can I keep the
No.
case?
But you can keep the key.
That's the problem. They could still be broken into. I'll put the case in the box and not argue any further.
And he looks at you and he looks at you and he goes, "They'll be fine. They'll be guarded by it." And he looks around by us, and he doesn't look weak by any terms. He looks like he's on the like he's a little bit built. He definitely looks like he's been trained and been through a little bit of the shit.
I'll tell him that it's not a matter of if he can defend it or not. It's just very precious to me, so I'm very weary of letting it go. But I understand, and I will.
We'll lock it up somewhere safe.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you.
As for your question, sir, walking staff is fine.
Just don't use it to beat anybody.
I put the head of the trident in the box, but I pull out the collapsible staff portion. I just kind of set it up like it's a staff.
Yeah, he doesn't even balk at that. He just lets you through with it. Also, for the purposes of anything, if anything funky goes on, you can use it as a quarterstaff. But yeah, so is anybody trying to hide weapons or sneak shit past the guy?
I mean, would I have a scalpel in my med kit?
Yeah, you probably would have like a little bone saw, like a little scalpel, a couple of things.
Would he even consider that a weapon if it's like part of my little kit? You know what I mean?
Well, actually, you're still wearing your doctor's shit, so no, he probably would just let it happen.
Okay, well that's I mean, I have nothing else. That's all my shit.
You decidedly have one of those like leather doctor bags with the little plus sign on it and everything.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, so I just look like a surgeon or a doctor. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah, it helps that it's also full of like vials and herbs and poultices and shit like that. So it's not a big deal.
Okay.
And with that, he opens the gate and he lets you guys on in.
I ask him, good sir, could you point me toward the turtle races?
Turtle races be tomorrow, and believe me, you won't be able to miss them.
And could you point me in the direction of a turtle vendor? I think I'd like to buy a turtle from one of these races. Perhaps make a little gold myself.
And he like chuckles and he goes, "Believe me, You won't be able to miss it. Keep going straight ahead. There's an open square in front.
I do ask when the best turtle contest is.
It will be tonight after the feast.
All right, so
This is a multi-day
Yeah,
festival,
well.
sir.
yes, this is.
Yes, it goes from now until the eggs get to hatching and out into the ocean.
That would be when.
Well, it's hard to time a turtle from hatching, but usually about 2 days. I think the longest turtle festival was about 4 days, but this one probably most assume about 2 days.
There's
So,
lodging available.
Let's go. Let's go.
I would hope
There's
so.
always plenty of in.
Time's a
We
waste,
can't
and we only got
already-
tonight to find the best turtle.
You
for the
guys can go forward, but
So,
I
is
wanna
her-
hold back with the guard for a second.
Is the girl's name Ella or Ellie?
Ella.
It's Ella.
Ella. Okay.
It's Aniella, but she just calls herself Ella.
All right. So why don't you stick with us? We'll head to the best turtle contest. Get you signed up now so that we have your place reserved.
Yeah, I'm here with my friends. I'm here with Misty.
Who's Misty?
Mistvixen.
Friend.
Bruh.
Huh?
Mandy.
Or Mandee. My bad. She. Either way, she calls you Misty because that's cute.
I think it's cute, yeah.
Yeah.
As the rest of the
so
party
just-
goes forward, I'm gonna hang back with the guard.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
what
he kind of leans forward a little bit and he's like, "What can I do for you?"
I don't want to cause a problem or any type of issues, but there are several dead bodies back along the trail that
Fucking hell.
we were being molested by some bandits, and my party kind of killed
Yo,
them.
throw us under
murdered
the
them.
bus. Come on, man.
You're not there. Go away.
They
Go away.
they attacked you, eh?
Yes, I tried to tell them this was going to be a bad idea. I mean, that's why there's blood on the tip of that trident. I haven't had a chance to wash it yet. It's. We tried, and they just would not listen. And no matter how hard I told them this was not going to be a good idea.
Ever the Boy
Because
Scout.
did you see the little one? Did you see the little one? That one's dangerous. Like, she is
Aye.
dangerous.
She doesn't look too dangerous. Just a girl with a turtle.
3 of them. She killed. No, not that one. The other one. Not the one with the turtle. The little one next to her.
Oh yeah,
She
yeah,
killed
the
3 of
redhead.
them. She killed 3 of them.
Okay, well, I'll send somebody to check it out. If there's an issue, then
Yes,
we'll
my
send
name's
someone
my
in
name's
to find
Tanizan.
you.
If you need to find me, my name's Tanizan.
Really?
Very well, and he like actually takes a little like scroll out, and he kind of takes a piece of charcoal out and he writes your name down on it.
Really?
That's Talizar. Talazar.
Okay, so he writes your full name and actually a little description of you beneath it, and he goes, all right, listen, don't cause any trouble in there.
No, we tried not to. That's the point. I just want to make sure somebody's cleaning the bodies up, because I see a lot of families here, and I was just worried someone was gonna find them.
I'll have a patrol sent out.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Now,
I enter the
get in the damn place, because I got a line. And as you enter and you see your friends are just a little bit ahead of you, you guys are walking through this area, and there are a lot of people. Everybody looks like they're having fun. There's like fathers with their kids on their shoulders. People are walking around eating bowls of turtle soup. You know, some of them are eating it out of fucking bowls made out of like the shell. Like, everybody's just having a good old time. Fucking, most of the people in here are wearing green as well. You see a guy who may very well be the mayor. He's dressed very strangely. He's got like a green top hat, a big old coat with like tails. You know, like
an oversized green bow.
like a bit, yeah,
He looks
like
like a
ridiculous.
leprechaun.
Like, would I know him?
Almost, yeah.
I was
I know him
thinking
from
the
my
guy
dad's
from
birthday.
Master of Disguise.
It
Am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club?
Yeah.
kind of like that, except he has like light brown hair, big old mustache and beard. His mustache is like twirled up, you know what I mean? Like with some sort of like tallow, or maybe some sort of grease made out of turtles. Who knows?
Turtle ambergris.
There you go.
Would I know this guy? Is there any chance of that?
Very low, but I'll roll it for you.
So I think I found the perfect picture. He just doesn't have the beard.
Oh, you got like wheel dice over there. That's what's up.
Into our audience.
No, you don't know him. He is the mayor of a small town. It's known for its festival, but
Too small.
you know, it's a little small for you.
Yeah.
And for our
That's okay.
audience, something like this.
It was a long shot. I thought I might be able to hook a
I'm
girl
gonna
up with
just
the best
look
turtle.
to see if I can find some turtle soup somewhere.
I'll follow him.
I'm gonna
Oh, you can definitely find turtle soup.
I'm gonna like
Yeah.
smell my way around like.
I'm gonna.
Does it cost anything?
Yes, it's a silver for a bowl of turtle soup.
I look at Dandil. Do you have any currency?
I have, and I like look around my pocket. 1, 2. I have 7 silver.
Okay.
Okay, I really like this picture of Tom Bombadil, so that's what the dude looks like, except he's in green.
Tom Bombadil, but in green.
Oh, that's fun.
So, for our audience, this dude, but green.
So yeah, I'll look up like see if I can like find like a vendor or sorts like that sells like food, like and all the good
Yeah,
shit.
you see a stall, and it's like 2 adjoining stalls. It's 2 old women. One of them is in the process of carving things. She has a bunch of like little statues, dice, like keychains, like all sorts of little knick-knacky shit that seems like she carved it out of like turtle shell, that kind of stuff. And next to her is a lady that looks very similar to her, so probably like her sister or a cousin or something. And this lady has this fucking massive like witch's cauldron looking shit cooking of fucking turtle soup, and it smells good. It's got all kinds of like, there's meat, there's veggies in it, there's all sorts of stuff going on.
So,
I'll like
Ellie.
kind of like walk over, see if I can like get the lady's attention.
So, Ellie, Mandee, do you want to go grab some turtle soup?
Oh, we probably darted off somewhere like right at the beginning. And
He's having a
And
little
so-
I'd have turned to Ella. Ella, where should we go first? And we'd have just gone straight to where she said.
Okay, that's perfect. So they fucking dip. Ella's like, we have to go to this. We have to go to this inn. It's the biggest inn in town, and we have to go there so that we can sign up for the best turtle competition.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow after them because somebody's gotta be a chaperone.
Hey, listen, Mandee is an adult.
I know.
Ish.
Ish.
Uh,
Look, I feel responsible for the little girl, and I want to make sure that she's safe.
she's a manic pixie dream adult.
Well, I'm gonna make my way to the turtle vendor. That's where I'm going.
You get over to this old lady Shager, and Dandil, and she's like, "Hello, young man. Would you like a bowl of turtle soup, best in town? I've got the ribbon for it and everything."
I would love
And you see across the front of her stall is like 20 different blue ribbons that just say best turtle soup. This is like a fucking county fair where they give out fucking ribbons for all sorts of different bullshit, like the best pie, you know what I mean? And this lady seems to have won best turtle soup like the last 15-20 years in a row.
I will have one bowl of turtle soup and something for my little friend here, and I kind of like hoist the owl up.
Oh, yes, we have something for him. Just a moment. And she gets you a little bowl, pours a big fat ladle of turtle soup. This is a big bowl for you. This is like a pretty hefty bowl for most people, but for you, it's a fucking huge pot of turtle soup. And then,
Wow.
and she grabs a big ass, just chunk of raw meat. You're not 100% sure what it is, but you can
Is it
safely
raw
assume
or
it's
cooked?
turtle.
It's meat.
Is it raw or cooked?
It's raw. And she goes, and that's for the little one.
I have 7
Take that.
silver to meet. What can I? What is it gonna cost?
Give me 2. And she puts her hand out.
All right, yeah, here you go. And I give her the two silver.
And then she gives you 8 copper back.
Wow. Okay. So I have 5 silver and 8 copper. Thank you.
And the bowl has a little wooden spoon in it, and it's just a little, like, thin wooden bowl. It's not the most hearty thing, but apparently that is yours as well.
Wow.
So that's
And I look at the
expensive.
bowl and
I wonder if
hey
it's...
Zillowin, this is gonna be a little bit too much for me. You want to share this bowl?
Actually, I was gonna get. Yes, madam. Do you have any of those special turtle bowls that I've seen people carrying about?
Oh yes, if you'd like, I could get you a bowl.
Yeah, I figured a nice souvenir as
a
well.
special souvenir bowl, and this one is a nice. It's like a nicer, heftier wooden bowl, but the wood is carved to look like a turtle shell.
Turtle Fest in the year on it or anything?
Yeah, there you go. It's like turtle.
Daytona 22. Woo!
Like
So,
Turtle Fest 101 101 AGW.
It's like those
I
big ass
look at her-
daiquiris you see people walking around in Vegas.
I look at her sister and I'm just like, can I have this staff? I was wondering if you had anything like an accoutrement or any type of like tag or something I could put on it. I'd just like to collect things for it on my journey.
She looks around at her stall, kind of like she has a little bit of facial hair. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say, is she playing with her beard too?
She's got like a little bit of facial hair, and it's not a lot, but it's like, she's got like 10 hairs at the bottom of her chin,
Like old lady beard.
and she just kind of like tugs it a little bit.
I just want to look at her and I just want to lay on a little charm and just be like, Madam, may I just say you remind me of my dear grandmother, who has been an apple of my eye, and I miss her dearly on my travels. So thank you for being who you are.
Solid prices, boy. No sweet talk discounts.
No discount. No discount. I'm just legitimately thank you. I miss my family.
Well, you're welcome. She sounds like a beautiful woman. And then she like looks to the left, and there's a little mirror that's designed to look like it has like turtle arms and head and stuff. And she goes, "I've just the thing for you. Here you are." And she slides this. It almost looks like a keychain, right, of a turtle, but like a turtle pulled into its shell.
Mm-hmm.
And then she holds the little keychain part and she pulls it down. And when she pulls it down, the arms, the legs, and the head like pop out of it. And then when she lets go, it goes back into the body.
That's too cool.
Was Snosh the crafter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have him add that.
Speaking of which, you guys look around. Mandee and Ella are gone. As is Tanizan, as is fucking Professor.
How much do I owe you, madam?
I'm gone too.
So the one lady says 2 silver for the turtle soup and the fancy bowl, and the other lady will charge you a silver for the trinket.
I hand over the 3 silver.
Okay. and they pop it into like a communal chest. You hear the clink, like it's kind of in the middle of the two booths, so it seems like they're doing work together. And you guys get your shit, and you are
Would
now
you,
well
Madam?
fed.
Sorry, wasn't trying to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, do you have any recommendations for where we should go? We're new in town, me and Dandil here, and we don't know what's available at the festival on day 1. We've heard about the races on day 2.
She says, "Oh, I highly recommend if it's sights you're trying to see, I highly recommend you go to the town square." And she just points, a little bit down the road, and she's like, "I think the parade will do you well."
Thank you, madams. Shall we, Dandil?
Oh yeah, let's go.
All right,
Pour
Vic.
like a portion of my turtle soup because that's gonna be a little bit too much for me. Let's go find somewhere to eat.
Vic, you're kind of walking along with these guys, and you see a dude, and he's got like, what a horse corral looks like, right?
Yeah.
So imagine a horse corral, but it's like way smaller, and it's just fucking filled with turtles.
Okay, so this is the turtle vendor.
Yeah, this is the guy you're looking for, and this guy is fucking ridiculous.
Turtle
This guy
Emporium.
has big ass like shoes with the like little elf hook, like, you know what I mean, the little horn in the front. He's got big ol' like fluffy green pants and like a green velvet jacket. Instead of a hat, he just has a turtle shell that's like strapped under his chin. And when you get closer, you notice he even has green eyes, and his mustache, which is large, is dyed green as well.
Awesome.
In fact, you bet dollars to donuts this man might even have green teeth.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, I gotta smoke weed with this guy.
And as you get there, there's all sorts of kids like, "Oh, these turtles are so cute," and like, he's couple of people are like paying him a couple copper, and the kids get in there and they're petting turtles and playing with them and stuff.
Okay, I gotta get a turtle before some fucking snot-nosed kid picks out the best one.
But she just pushes the kids aside. Out of my way, my turtles.
I walk up to this outrageous man. Good sir, are these turtles for sale?
Well, I can always be convinced to part with some of my wares.
I'm sure. I've half a mind myself to enter the best turtle contest this evening.
Oh, and these are the finest turtles around, let me tell you. If it hasn't been raised by another, then it's been raised by me, and let me tell you, I raise some mighty fine turtles.
Well,
You're
I'll
gonna
be
buy
the judge of
prize
that.
turtle.
I guess can I just roll perception check to see if I can like take my time and pick out the best turtle,
Sure.
the one that looks, with my medical knowledge, the least sickly, the most spry.
Ooh. Okay, why don't you roll medicine for me? Actually, roll me nature first.
20.
Okay.
Oh shit. Okay, now roll me medicine with advantage.
I'm gonna
professional
count the
with-
scutes. I'm gonna be looking at their eyelids. I'm gonna be looking at the toe length.
The cloaca.
The toe length. No, that's a real thing. Because the tortoises, they walk on their tippy toes.
All right. What were you saying, Grit?
I was gonna say I was proficient in nature. I didn't know if I'd be able to assist him.
Oh, all right. He rolled pretty good though. So why don't you give me that advantage medicine roll?
That's a 22.
Jesus Christ. Okay. You find two very different but very fine turtles. One is very large, very bulky. It's kind of it's very slow and deliberate but it's got a few scratches around the outside of the shell, almost like it's a fighty turtle. You know what I'm saying? The other one is small and delicate. The other one is a little quicker, it seems like, and it's clean. And I mean weirdly clean, because all these turtles have like little handprints on them and bullshit from like the kids. This one does not seem to have been touched, and if it has, it has cleaned itself somehow.
Okay, I ask the strange green man to give me a little rundown on each of these turtles, their history, their prior owners, if he bred them, why the fuck this one's so clean, and why this one looks so grimy.
Oh, well, the big one is Kingsley. And Kingsley I bred myself, and he is a good friend of mine, and he is a fancy turtle, but he doesn't take kindly to other fancy turtles. And so he likes to flip them on their backs. As such, he is a bit mussed, as he likes to fight the others. The other one is Dwindle, and Dwindle, she is a bit of a delicate girl. You see, Dwindle does not like to be around others. She keeps herself nice and pristine. Just the way I like it. She's a good girl.
How much for each? I ask.
Well, let's see here. They're very fine turtles indeed. Top of the line turtles.
I've seen finer.
Oh, perhaps you have, perhaps you haven't. But, for Kingsley, 5 gold. For Dwindle, 7.
I'm sorry, how much was for Kingsley?
5 gold for Kingsley, Dwindle, 7.
I will try and haggle the price for Dwindle.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
Roll haggle.
I got a 17.
Ooh, you beat me. And you only just beat me. And he goes, very well. Well, she's not much of a people person, if you can call a turtle a person. So, I'll tell you what. If you can get her to come to you, 4 gold.
I accept this challenge.
If you can't, 8.
Yeah, I gotta go for it, yeah. Okay.
Okay, alright.
God, I don't know how to do this because, I mean, I own a turtle and I can't do it in real life. They
They're
just,
whistling at it.
I use my medical knowledge to maybe produce a piece of lettuce or food. I don't know what else to do.
Why don't you
Medical
roll
knowledge
me?
of lettuce.
Why don't you roll me an animal handling check? And before, so you're gonna use a piece of lettuce, right?
I think just from medical knowledge,
Okay.
I imagine that'd be the most effective thing.
Yeah, I was just saying you rolled really well on nature earlier, so if there's anything in particular that seems like you want to use, you can let me know. He does have some lettuce and stuff that the kids like are feeding turtles and shit like that.
This might be almost too metagaming too, but true tortoise fact. Tortoises spend 90% of their day thermoregulating, meaning they love to transfer from areas of shadow to areas of light. They're almost always following lines. They like to go from lines of light to shadow. So
Nerd.
I will try to arrange my body in such a line that leads to the lettuce. Perhaps the turtle will try and thermoregulate its way over to me.
Okay. Roll me animal handling with advantage.
14.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for Dwindle though.
Oh, Dwindle, don't be a bitch.
Okay, Dwindle starts walking towards you, and then she stops, like right at the line of your shadow. She stops, and her head, like, very quickly goes inside, and then it very slowly kind of comes back out, and she walks over to the lettuce just a little bit, and she nibbles on it. And then she kind of looks at you, and then she nibbles on the lettuce. And then she grabs the lettuce, and she turns kind of her butt towards you. And then she scoots backwards into the shadow that you're casting. And then she lands kind of at your feet, and she starts nibbling the lettuce.
So I give the shopkeep a gotcha look, and I flip him 4 gold.
And he goes, "Oh, delightful, delightful. Oh, Dwindle doesn't like anybody except me. And so I'm glad that she'll be going to a good home."
Excellent.
Jesus.
Okay. I asked the shopkeep.
Also, you could have easily cheated this shit by just having Shager go, "Hey, why don't you walk to that guy right there?"
Wait, what?
Yeah, Shager can talk to animals and shit.
No way.
But this is like metagaming. People don't know that yet.
That's
Really
true.
know it.
That's true.
Use my extensive turtle facts. Okay, well, I'm gonna ask the guy where to enter into the coolest turtle competition.
Oh, if you want the best turtle competition, of which I shall also be entering, of course, with my turtle, Prometheus. And he turns and he points at the biggest fucking turtle you've ever seen. And this turtle is like, like a doghouse, right? This
Yeah.
turtle's in the fucking doghouse, but there's also like a hole dug into the ground, and it's like in that hole chilling. And he goes, "Oh, Prometheus." And this fucking huge turtle comes out, like dragon, like, ugh, ugh. It's got little points, You know how they have the little shell bits?
Yeah, their scoots
Just-
have been pyramiding, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, DM, can we get a general check on how wet this guy's pants is?
Oh, they're very dry.
Okay. Because all the nut busting he sounds like he's doing, I just wanted to check his pants.
And he goes, "This is Prometheus. He is my prize turtle, and in fact is the father of Dwindle."
Well then perhaps the daughter shall surpass the father this day. Wouldn't be the first time.
Ooh, I like a challenge, especially when it's 2 turtles that I have bred. Well, my friend, good luck.
Give him a handshake. It takes 2 turtles to tango.
You you can tell that he is very hands-on with these turtles, by the way. Like, he has rough hands. Like, he digs these little ditches for them to lay in himself. He washes them himself. He spends a lot of time with them. They're really fine because he pays so much attention to them. He's a fucking weirdo. He probably lives by himself next to the ocean with a fucking shitload of turtles as his only company. But, he's a turtley guy.
It sounds like I picked the right guy to buy a turtle from, so we're in good shape here.
Well, perhaps you shall win, but perhaps you shall lose to Titanius. And he shakes your hand.
Perfect. Engagement over. On to the
Done.
next people.
Engagement over.
He gives you a little like a little cage thing that's big enough for her, and he gives you like a bunch of lettuce and greenery and such.
Turtle Kit. What's her name?
Yeah. It is Dwindle, but you can call her whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, I don't know if Julian's feeling Dwindle. Well, I'll think about it. I'm gonna probably call it like maybe his first girlfriend, something really superficial like that. But I don't know what like
Okay.
lame ass. Like, what would an elf name for like?
This is my turtle, Elfina.
Yeah,
You could just go with DS9, call her Jadzia.
like what's like the elf version of like Trashly? You know what I mean?
Frenemy.
Yeah, something like some
Or,
basic bitch shit.
Phryane.
Let me actually Google this. What would that be in Elvish? There's gotta be one. like Elvish translator shit.
On our way to the town square for the parade. I just want to keep my
Yes.
eyes open for a dye shop where I can get my hair dyed green.
Okay. There is a stall that seems to be doing that.
Kind of get into the festive mood.
What the fuck?
BRB.
Okay. I will also BRB. I can hear you guys if you want to do some stuff, but I got to do a PP.
Gonna do a PP. Gonna do a PP.
Pipi un kakalaki. Un pipi kakaland.
TP Kaka.
Pipi kakaland.
Give me a teepee for my bungalow.
I need TP for my bungalow.
Alright, I'll be back in a minute too.
I collect souvenirs from my trident.
You're just gonna like adorn it like a trucker's like like little lamppost or whatever.
Yeah, just like have a whole bunch of random stuff attached to it.
Let's go.
Coordinate as soon as I actually start learning some magic anyway.
Okay.
Is everybody okay with like the music that I put on like this festival shit?
Yeah.
You did that?
Yes.
The
Yeah.
device did that. I'm loving it.
Yeah, I thought it was device too.
Takes a village to raise a GM group.
Stupid Quenya translators.
Like that jacket.
Which one? Mine?
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, it's Volcom. Like, the old skateboard company.
Oh, by the way, Vic, I found like an English Elvish translator, and I found the name for garbage.
Oh, like something like, like a rich white person would name their kids Button Elvish. But like really basic, like trophy wife stuff.
Hold on, I'm gonna send you the link.
Like Ashley or like, I don't know. You guys know what I mean, though, like Tiffany. Like,
What was that chick's name from Lord of the Rings? Wasn't it Zellowin? Zellowin?
I'll just call her Ellie. I like that. Let's just go with that.
Roll it.
That sounds Elvish, sorta. Elli, Ellie.
Oh, you could call her Lornatel, which means close to the sea.
That's nice. That's not really like a pet name, though.
Or seat.
I mean, I could call her like Prudence.
Putin.
I could call her like
It's very Elvish.
medical.
Prudent.
Prudence, yeah. I could call her like whiskey, cognac, champagne.
Booze.
Champagne. Imagine the announcer has to yell out champagne when your turtle comes in.
Now we're just
I'll
going with
think it
stripper
over.
names.
Anyways, somebody else can move on. I got my engagement done. I think Glenn was doing little girl stuff, and then
We are going to wait to move on to him for partly because he's not here. But you guys, I'm assuming, are kind of those that have remained are moving forward in a little bit of a pack, right? You guys are together.
yeah, I may as well meet back up with the. If I notice the big group, I'll be like,
Well,
check it
you're
out,
with
your
us.
turtle.
I ran.
Julian, we're
Yeah.
with you.
So you would be with
I'm sharing my
Dandil
soup
and
with you,
Zillowin.
Julian.
Sorry, who would I be with?
Dandil and Zillowin, so Grits and Shager.
Okay.
And
Yeah, soup with
so
you.
he now has a very tiny, not tiny, but he now has a little turtle with him. It's a cute little turtle. It's very dainty as so far as turtles can go. And you guys make your way in, and at this point, you catch back up to them as Zillowin is coming out of a shop with a complimentary, mind you, shock of green hair.
Whoa, you look green.
His formerly luscious golden locks have been dyed green. They tell you that it'll wash out. It's like a powder. And it'll wash out as soon as you rinse your hair. But he comes out, and as he does, and you guys are kind of meeting back up together, like, discussing the cuteness of the turtle and the like, you hear the sound of almost like gongs or very large bells. Hello, Sissy. And you hear some clacks and a couple of horns. Burr, burr. And right through the center of the town square, a bunch of people begin to part. And as they part, a procession of guards starts walking through. People are clapping, they're cheering, and as you're like kind of finding a spot to watch this procession, you see a man. All of you see a man, heavily armed and armored. In fact, he's the only person that you've seen who has any sort of weaponry on him at all. He has a large sword and a shield. And yes, he is also wearing a crown, but more interestingly, he is floating about 5 feet off the ground, and he's waving to everybody. And you recognize him, Vic, because you've met him before. It is the king.
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry, to clarify, he's floating?
Correct. About
As
5
in-
feet off the ground. Correct.
This is the king of Ani.
Correct.
I
This
looked-
is Jacob Claudivo, the king of Ani, and more or less the king of the Five Kingdoms.
Have I ever met the king in person?
You've probably seen him. Your father's definitely met him.
His
But
name was Jacob what?
Jacob Claudivo.
So, like,
but
go
Vic
ahead.
has definitely met him only because his family is they're all doctors, and as such and plus they're elves, so they're very close to the king because they are long lived.
So, I mean, obviously, I would know from, like, my dad, he owns a dealership. I understand I can't just run up to this guy and be
why
like,
do you keep saying dealership? He's a doctor.
it's a stupid
It's just a
reference
stupid analogy.
from Aqua Hunger Force. But, my dad owns a dealership. I would know better than to just run up to the king and be like, Brohan, evil twin is after me. I got framed for murder. I can't just run up to him. I know that there's, like, people will freak out if some, like, disheveled looking doctor runs up to the floating king god.
Well, let's see here. Well, this is Jacob Claudivo, and he has the stats. And at one point, he turns to the left to give a wave to the crowd, and he kind of notices you and almost like gives you like a questioning look. And he whispers to one of the guards. He drops down a couple feet, says something to one of the guards, and then pops back up. And that guard parts off, and he splits the crowd and heads directly towards you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna
said-
lock eyes with him and try and stay calm, but try and convey that I'm innocent, but have some urgent news for him.
Okay, for you two, very large, heavily armed and armored guard, a Brenian guard, comes over to you, and he walks right up to the good Dr. Julian Bashir, and he says, "Excuse me, sir. May I ask your name?"
I tell him honestly. No bullshitting.
And he says, "Excellent. That's very, very good. Then I would like you, if you can, to please make your way up the promenade up to the Golden Shell. It's the largest inn in town, if you could please. And the king would like to say hello."
I look at the king as if
And like at this point, he's like past you guys, and he's just waving and fucking,
he's already dipped. Okay. Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Just for
Then
him, or is this for all of us?
it for all of you, and he says your friends are welcome to come as well.
We're gonna meet a king? Wow.
The king.
Crazy.
Dandil, and I'm just like, trust the path, for this is destiny.
If you say so.
What?
We just,
Okay, just
we just gotta
metagaming.
follow these railroad tracks right
Not
here.
even metagaming, but like, so Julian Bashir's met the king. He's part of like more or less royalty. Like, is the king an asshole? Like, does Julian like the king? I mean, Julian's an asshole too, but
I
like, you know
don't
what I mean? He's like
know.
an evil guy.
I don't know if you like him, but the king himself is a very good-hearted person. He does things to help people. He is old for a human.
But he's not like
So
a sociopath. He's just like
no, no,
old.
no,
And, like,
no. So the legends go, he was a very well-renowned adventurer before the Gods War happened, and he had retired to start a simple life of farming. And when Zavan, the god of man and aspiration, was being killed, he chose Jacob Claudivo as his successor. He imbued Jacob's arms and armor with his godly abilities, and he gave them to him and made him the new king of Ani.
okay, I'm gonna communicate all that to the party who's near me.
Okay.
So is he also like magical like us? Or
He's basically a demigod. He isn't himself magical, but he is cloaked in a ton of like artifact level items.
goodness gracious.
So it is assumed that he is invincible, immortal. They say that he can fly. They say that he is nearly unstoppable in a fight. And he has many other powers that are only guessed or hinted at.
Wow.
How
Alright,
weird is
so
it that he would be here right now?
Not especially. This is a very large festival. The people don't seem to think that it's weird, which almost indicates that he does this every year.
Pretty far away from the city of Ani, so it's just
It is, but
like
for
it's near my home.
it is, but for the most part, most of the five kingdoms, they kind of Ani is very important to the five kingdoms. It's the central trade hub of the five kingdoms. So it's very. He visits these places. He goes out and he does like philanthropic work, and he sees the people. He's not an isolated king. He doesn't just stay at home.
To
Alright.
Julian, I turned to Julian, and I'm just like, why did you just give him your name? Aren't you being hunted?
He's muted for a second. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, what's the
He
problem here,
actually
Vic?
left and came back. Vic, you're
Where are we
muted.
supposed to be going? The grand shell, you said? The golden shell? What was it?
The golden shell.
Okay.
And
We just say we're here to see the king.
yeah, basically. And whilst you guys are making your way there, I'm gonna cut back over to the other guys. All right, Mandee, Ella, and Taliesin. Taliesin kind of chased after you two when you split from the party. And you guys are making your way to a very large inn. And once you get there, you see that it's called the Golden Shell.
Ah, so we're already here. Cool.
And she's just telling you all about Turtle Fest and pointing out the different cool things that are going on while you're walking around.
Eventually, I'm
And
gonna need to see if there's like a pin anywhere that I could buy, but that's gonna be later.
yeah, there's plenty of Turtle Fest to go around.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys find your way to the inn. What would you like to do from?
So we need to sign up your turtle, Ella?
Mm-hmm.
Does it
We have
cost
to go
anything
inside and sign up. No, it doesn't.
Well, it's cool that that's free.
A lot
Alright,
of
well,
things
let's
are
do it, Ella.
Okay, so you go inside, and inside are just a ton of people, very well dressed, putting up different things like decorations and just really like doing the deed, making this place look really, really good. Other than that, it is a multi-tiered inn where there's like a central common area in the middle, and then on the outside kind of ring, there's like a second tier that you can walk upstairs to get to, where there's a lot of tables and such. There's a main bar, and in the center is what looks like a big ring. Not quite like a pit, like a fighting pit, but it looks like they're setting up a little ring, possibly for the best turtle competition.
Turtle battles, let's go.
And there, that's the best turtle competition. They got to fight to the death.
Teenage Ninja Turtles.
Goes on for years.
It's mostly a war of attrition.
Somebody brings in a snapping turtle, puts it down. Ha! I'm gonna win this.
Y'all fucked today. And you see one guy basically directing all of the decoration and such.
I'll head over to that guy and I'll be like, my good sir, where is the registration for the best turtle contest?
Why, when I'm done eating your chips, I will tell you.
I'll tell you.
He says, I can help you with that. Hello. I am in charge of this aspect of the festival and making things very nice for everyone.
Ella, if
would you like to sign up?
Ella, if you would talk to the good sir here so that you can sign up your best turtle.
We're over here we're like 10 feet from you.
And
We're
with
just
himself.
like we're giggling at a joke that we made about you or something.
Uh-huh.
He's got big feet. Haha.
Yeah, something stupid like that.
You got a big nose, Shager.
He thinks he's in charge.
Look at you.
Yeah, exactly device.
But
Somebody
yeah,
has to
she goes over and she like tugs on the guy's sleeve and she goes, "This is Oliver. Oliver is the best turtle, and I want to enter him into the competition so that everybody knows how good he is."
That's adorable.
And the guy looks down and he goes, "Oh, he is a fine turtle indeed. A very fine turtle.
Oh my.
Oliver, you say his name is? Very well, I'll write it in the registry."
I too would like to enter my turtle into the competition.
You're not here, stupid.
Away with you.
You're
Oh, I'm not there
currently
yet. I'm sorry.
buying your turtle as this is happening.
I see. Okay.
We've had our turn. We must be quiet now.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna smoke another half a ciggy. But I mean, I'm on the
Yeah,
Discord.
go
It's
for it.
not my phone.
Of the whole city.
Yeah, so he goes about doing a couple things. He measures the turtle. He takes his name, checks him out a little bit, and he he gets a little piece of like adhesive and like a little like glue, and he pastes basically a number on Oliver's back. Just a little teeny strip of paper with the number 11 on it.
For some reason, I'm imagining Bugs Bunny just slapping like this paintbrush of glue on the turtle's back and slapping a number onto it, like the turtle in the hair.
It's
Like
a
the
lot
tortoise in the
closer
hair.
to. It's a lot closer to he dips his finger in like a little jar and then like slides it over the shell and then just puts this little strip of paper on.
He dips his fingers into the turtle.
Hey, Ella.
Yeah.
If you just take 11, there's L, and then there's Ella, and then there's L. You're both L.
It's two L's. Oliver.
Oliver!
Yay!
That's adorable.
And you guys are getting all set up and getting Oliver set up, and there's like a little spot to put him and everything. And you see a bunch of other turtles in there already as well.
Is the competition happening at the inn?
It is.
Oh.
And as you guys are setting up, the doors basically has like double doors that open inwards. The doors open inwards, and you see a double file of guards that start setting up to either side of the doors outside, and you see a floating man coming towards you, decked out in armor.
As I see this, I go, "You got to be shitting me!"
So he says that in front of this child.
Yeah, I do, because she's seen and heard a lot worse. I'll actually go over to the door and stand there, anticipating the king's arrival, because I know exactly who this is.
You are actually shooed away from the door.
No,
Away
I'm
with you,
not.
vile beggar.
I'm not that close to the door.
Fucking big.
Big man.
So a couple of guys, they are watching you pretty closely, but they don't bug you.
Yeah. I mean, this will be the first time I've met the king. My sister and my father have already met him, but...
And so after a couple of minutes, you hear a lot of cheering coming from outside. And after a few minutes, that floating man gets to the entrance of the inn. He slowly... Hey, I'm eating kettle chips right now. He slowly lowers to the ground, and then he walks into the inn.
Fucking
What
goat,
is that?
dude. So
Oh.
as he comes into the inn, I'll put my hand over my chest and give him a light bow, just to show my sign of respect.
Okay, and that is actually very close to the Aenean salute. It's like one of these.
Yeah, I'll give him the salute and a bow as he comes in. Turtle. It's
Ella
taxidermied.
and Mandee are just bouncing up and down, waving at him.
He waves back at you, like he seems to be amused. You know, oh, look at these children, and then he's like, oh, that one's not a child. And as he comes inside, and he'll give you like a slight nod, Ginsu,
Mm-hmm.
and as he comes inside,
He does what?
a blonde woman, probably 18 or 19 years old, comes up beside him. They almost look similar. I'm sorry, she's not blonde. Jesus Christ, she has black hair. So to describe Jacob Claudivo to you guys, he is a black-haired, very dark-skinned man. Tall. He's probably 6'5" or 6'6". He's well muscled. The girl next to him is about 18 or 19. She's also well muscled. She has her hair done in tight braids, pulled back into kind of a ponytail of braids. And she says, "Grandfather, this is amazing. I love this place."
She's the princess. I kind of figured she was.
Princess.
Okay.
Yeah, princess.
Oh, Device, would I know the princess's name?
You would, in fact.
I think I would too.
Her name is Cyrena.
I'm gonna name my turtle Cyrena.
Okay.
It's not beer,
That's how you win a
goddamn.
competition right there.
That's weird.
It's Cyrena, like a siren.
Okay. Cyrena the turtle.
And he goes in and he just starts like talking to the people setting up, and to the innkeeper and that sort of thing. Basically seems like he's getting his things in order for the upcoming feast and the rest of the festival. After a few minutes, the doors open again, and you see your three buddies walk through the door.
So, as they come
Hey,
in, I'll
everybody.
wave them over and be like, "Did you guys know the king was here?"
What the king? Yes, Tanizan, we were invited to meet with him.
Wait, what?
I got you a bowl,
What?
by the way, and I hand him the ornate turtle bowl.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yes, the king has
Nice.
important matters to speak with me. I suppose he'll allow you to intervene.
Well,
Intervene.
He is +1, apparently. We were told to come with him.
okay, that's cool. I'll
Plus
finally get
2,
to meet
actually.
the king.
Oh, no, not you. Just us, apparently.
Try not to embarrass me.
He did
I am
say
a
he
wanted
would bring his
man.
friend.
That's not what. That's.
That's not what no.
No, that's not what.
Were you
I can't
there?
remember Vick's
Were you
character
there with
does.
us?
He just
Julian.
said it. Julian just said it. Grits, if you'd have paid attention.
Julian Bashir.
I'm Schmidt.
I'm Julian Jacob.
Fucking arms are so toned.
Anywho,
Okay, so you guys have all met back up together, and Ella's very excited. And she's like, "I entered Oliver. He's over there. Wow! Where did you get that turtle?"
An elf has his secrets, little girl.
And then she looks at you and she goes, "I didn't even notice you're an elf. Wow!"
You're
Now, little
fucking
girl, would you
weird.
like to meet the king of the land? Promise to be on your best behavior now.
That would be wonderful. I've always wanted to see the king.
Perfect. Come along then. And I gesture to the party.
Okay.
The little girl joining our party, I'm just going to look up at the sky and be like, trust the path. Just trust the path.
Roll me a
iPad.
d20, Grit.
Line.
I'll pat Zillowin on the back and I'll go. This path is nothing but pure chaos. You should know that, by the way.
Three. Okay. You feel that sense of longing again. right
He is calling.
right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of you look at the king as you're walking towards him, and you feel that little hole in your heart again, and you just
Him or towards the sea?
just in general, when you kind of like turn to go towards him, and you feel that little longing in your heart again, and you just trust the path, you know, and you guys make your way over to him. When you do, he turns around and he goes, "I knew it. I knew it. You're Bashir's boy, aren't you?"
Yes, I am. A pleasure to see you again, my king. I give him a very traditional bow.
I wave high.
Okay. And he gives you like the rise hand gesture, like, no formalities. Come.
I rise maybe a hair too early.
And he says, "Who are your friends?"
They've accompanied me on a unfortunate journey. Hoping we could talk about the circumstances of this journey.
I'll actually step up and say, Your Highness, I am Tanizan Talizar of the House Talizar. You may know my father and my sister.
"I do indeed. What are the odds that two nobility of my court are here in this faraway town?"
Well,
My name's Mandee, and I'm here too.
"Well, hello, Mandee."
She
And
is
he leans down to shake your hand.
she is a crew member of my uncle's ship, and that is part of the reason why we're here.
"I see." He does reach out to shake your hand, Mandee.
And she takes it and just enthusiastically shakes it.
He's got a big old meaty bear paw hand too. And he shakes your hand, and he goes, "It's so nice to see you all. I have a question for you, Julian." And he takes a step towards you till he's very close to you.
Yeah.
But he doesn't say it quietly. He rests his right hand on your left shoulder. And you notice on his hand are a couple of rings. And he says, "Did you do it?"
I just look at him in the eyes. I have not.
"I believe you." "Well, I know. But nevertheless, I believe you."
I know what you did last summer.
"Do you know who it was that did?"
Not specifically. Only inclinations. Whispers in the winds. Perhaps you could shed some light on the situation?
"Perhaps. But later. I'd like you all to be my guests tonight. I'd
I'm
like
sure
you
we would
all
be honored.
to join me at this feast, watch the competition, and then why don't you, instead of staying here, why don't you stay on one of my ships?"
As you command, my king.
Your
Don't
Majesty,
Mandee gets ultra excited.
Don't take it as a command. Take it as an offer. You
Your
don't have to accept.
Your Majesty, I would be absolutely delighted.
Very good.
I'm being rather suspicious at this current moment. Do I pick up anything off this interaction?
Yeah, same.
You can roll me an insight check if you'd like.
14.
Shager?
What do I roll? Hold up. Investigate. Perception or investigation was it?
No,
Insight.
Oh, insight. Okay.
I'm
Insight.
very wary because this is a lot of political power in one place.
Why did I roll
And
twice?
I'm a fisherman's son.
Yeah, hold up. What was
Very
my first
true.
roll? Apparently I rolled 19.
Jesus. So you're right. It is a lot of political power. It is two members of nobility, people that you know in this party, the king, and the heir apparent, his granddaughter. Her parents are dead. For those of you who are from Ani, her parents have passed away, but she is next in line for the throne, which is basically a useless title when your grandfather, the king, is fucking immortal. You know what I mean?
That's very true.
But nevertheless, she does have the title of princess, and she is next in line for the throne. This is what you guys pick up. You got a 14, right, Grit? Okay. So you know that he is keeping something, a little something extra back. You're not quite sure what it is, but you sense not only that he's keeping something back, but that he's a little... and he doesn't seem like the kind of man to be surprised, but he seems like he is a little surprised. And not just by Julian, and not just by Taliesin, but by all of you. Shager, when you roll, you get this. Right after he talked to Julian, and he put his hand on his shoulder, you notice the king's eyebrow almost imperceptibly goes up, and then he scanned all of you with his eyes, and then he's definitely holding something close to the chest. Like, he looked at all of you, and he almost had an oh shit moment.
Okay, I got this. Is the king in eye shot? Essentially, is he so close to
Oh
us?
yeah, you're really close to him. You could, well, you're fucking halfling, so maybe not arm's reach, but you could basically touch him if you really wanted to.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll just keep my mouth shut for now. But I'm just gonna be sussed out at the moment.
Lean over to Tanizan and just kind of whisper in his ear, should we tell him about the pirates?
Yeah, I plan on telling him tonight at the feast.
And he kind of backs up and he says, so, until then, why don't you guys get ready? I have a couple of people here to help you out, and I will see you tonight at the feast. Just
Your
a few hours
Majesty,
from now.
real quick. There is something I would like to discuss with you, but it can wait until the feast. I would just like to have an audience with you when you have the time.
Then you shall sit at my table, all of you. We shall feast together, and it will wait until then.
Thank you very much, Your Highness.
Looking at the princess, Cyrena,
Cyrena, yep.
what is the vibe she's giving off? Like, does she look bored? Does she look intrigued?
Help me!
She looks excited to be here. She is a tall,
At the Turtle Fest, or
Yeah.
just at this meeting?
At the Turtle Fest.
Okay.
Like, as a matter of fact, she's not necessarily standing with you guys. She's just walking around looking at stuff, being pumped,
do I know
talking
her?
to people.
Would I have ever talked to her?
Probably. Your dad delivered her. So
Okay,
you've
I got
probably
a great
met
idea.
her before. Probably like once.
I'm gonna
I'm
do a,
guessing I never would have actually made her acquaintance, even though I am a noble.
Is she surrounded by guards or anything, or?
Again, unlikely that you have made her acquaintance, only because, you know, she's different circles, I guess.
Yeah.
She's not surrounded by guards. This is very strange. Neither of them seem to be surrounded by guards. In fact, when they were in that procession of guards, it almost seemed like it was like none of the guards had their hands on their weapons. They all seemed at ease. None of them seemed worried in the slightest.
Well,
and none of them are in the tavern right now.
When you have a badass god king who could take on the gods themselves, there's not much you have to worry about.
I'm guessing Cyrena could take care of herself too. I got a great idea. I'm gonna call out. Sorry, I was about to sneeze there. There we go. Okay. Cyrena, oh Cyrena, you must learn to take care of yourself.
And at this point, he's already like moved on, and he's talking with some of the like people, helping them do shit. And she turns around and she's like, Oh God.
I pull
What
out
do
the
you?
turtle,
What do
and then
you
I pet the
want?
turtle. Cyrena, behave now. Cyrena, quit
What
squirming about so much.
That's a surprise.
I can pretend I don't notice her.
Good Lord. If ever there was a rich man's son, it's you, and you're here. For
Oh,
the
Cyrena,
love
I
of...
hadn't noticed. I was just talking to my new pet, Cyrena.
Make
Would
eye
you like to
contact
meet
with
her?
her, and then I roll my eyes extremely hard, then I walk away.
Oh, I was trying to
kinda
describe
just-
her for you, by the way. She's very tall, muscular black woman.
I kind of just
Young,
facepalm.
but pretty.
How tall is she?
Nice features. 5'11", maybe?
So I'm taller than her. Got it.
She's just a hair shorter than
She's
I am.
tall for
Yeah.
a woman. Like, she's very tall for a woman.
But I'm saying,
she's
I
like
just give her
a hair shorter than I am.
I just lock eyes with her, and I just roll my eyes very hard as comments and walk the other way.
And she goes, "What a cute turtle."
Do you like her? I'm entering her into the competition tonight.
Well, with a name like that, I'm sure she'll win.
I look at Julian and I'm like, are you really gonna try to take this 25 gold from this little girl who's trying to save her dad?
I'm doing it in the name of her. I mean, you know what I mean.
Oh, you're
He's
trying
doubling
to up
her odds.
You're trying to up her odds of winning. I got you.
Yeah, and my odds of like not being murdered by the police state.
As she walks over to you guys and she gets a little bit closer, you notice that she has a short sword strapped to her leg,
I motion toward it.
which makes this exactly the second weapon that you have seen on anybody that wasn't a guard.
I see they let you bring that in. Must be nice.
She's royalty. She's the king's granddaughter. Of course she'd be
Oh, I'm
royalty.
royalty, and they wouldn't let me bring my weapon in.
No,
You're
Not that I
nobility,
want to.
nerd.
You're
She-
nobility. There's a difference.
GM, when we were walking through the fair, how many people were carrying pseudo weapons? Kind of like how I kept my staff.
Not many, mostly just old people and people who look like they walked long distances to get here. So it doesn't look like anybody is in particular trying to sneak weapons past the guards or anything.
Cyrena, in all seriousness, did you hear about what had happened during my academy exam?
Yeah, I heard you killed a guy.
That is not true.
Wait, you killed a guy?
I did not.
Well,
I don't know.
why did I not
Description
hear this
was-
story?
The description was dead on.
Yeah,
Well,
but
many people try to look like I do. It isn't fashion to look the way I look these days.
She she looks you up and down and she's like,
this
Excuse me.
arrogant.
Okay.
jerk.
no, because keep in mind he's basically wearing like middle-aged man doctor clothes.
Yeah.
Like he's got like a ratty button, not ratty, but like a he's got like a
A doctor
Um,
schmuck.
like a blue linen button-up shirt and like slacks that look like they're not brand new and some scuffed shoes and a
I
doctor's
even-
coat.
I even comment. In fact, everyone at the exam was wearing just the same outfit.
Yeah, I bet they were.
I'm pretty sure that's because they were all becoming physicians like you.
Yes, that's the point I'm making.
Listen.
Could have been anybody.
You're if any of the nobles kids were here,
So
there
who
are a lot
died?
more that are funner than you.
So who died? Like who
Yes,
did he
well.
supposedly kill?
Perhaps I'll enjoy the company of this Cyrena
Oh.
more than yours.
Uh,
Unless you join me for a drink at the feast tonight.
And I'll look at her and go, "Oh, my apologies, Your Majesty. I am Tanizan Talizar," and I'll reach out my hand to shake hers.
She'll shake your hand. She has a very firm grip.
Yeah, but I have a firm.
Not like an intimidating one, just like
No,
she's a strong person.
Yeah.
Big lady.
And she says Cyrena Claudivo.
It is
And
nice to
then-
make your acquaintance.
She goes, "Yeah, I think I know your sister."
I am not surprised. She tried to smother me the morning I went onto my uncle's boat.
Sounds like her. And actually, if you guys want, feel free to roll me a perception check.
Oh, what did I do with my box?
All of us?
What
or
is,
Nat
just-
what is this for?
Anybody who's there, when she says that to him, it is for perceiving her face.
Oh yeah,
11.
the two of us, the two girls aren't paying any attention to it whatsoever. So.
You're just like, and turtle soup, and turtle ties, and turtle
and-
pants.
we're like
Tennyson's
spit shining
nose.
Oscars shell and things like that.
What'd you guys
Oliver.
get?
I got 18.
Okay. And anybody can roll, but 18 is good enough, so you'll
Nat
see it.
20.
Oh shit! Yeah, you definitely noticed it. She's definitely, at least in some way, shape, or form, kind of into Ginsu's sister.
Yo.
Like she says, yeah, that sounds like her, and then she gives that like wry smile of like, I'm thinking about that one time we made out behind the
What's-
barn house.
I'm gonna
What's
take note
Ginsu's
of
sister's
this.
name?
That's up to Ginsu.
Tanizan.
No. Talizar is her last name. I would say like something like Talia.
Okay,
I
Talia was what I was thinking as well, so that's perfect.
call out to Cyrena. Oh, perhaps if this turtle wins the contest, I'll rename her and give her to you. Rename her. I'm sorry, Talia.
Talia, yeah.
Yeah.
Perhaps I should have named that turtle Talia, and we'd have had a friendly conversation.
Anyways,
You're gonna get punched, Elf.
yeah, by two people.
In all jest, it is a pleasure to see you again, my princess. Perhaps we will have a feast together this eve.
It's nice to see you too.
When princess, if you would, when next you see my sister, if you could give her my best wishes.
Give her something, all right.
Because I have a feeling you two like to see a lot of each other.
I see a lot of people.
I would hope you trust I didn't
So-
murder anyone after our history as children together. Well, I guess I'd be like an adult and she'd be a kid, because she's like a human.
Yeah, you're like 80.
And I'm like 80. I hope you'd learn to trust your old friend Julian.
Old is right, just not for an elf.
I give her a giggle.
And she goes, she kind of like wiggles her finger like this. Who are these people? Why you hogging me? Teach me about your friends. And then she like kind of leans over and like waves, and she's like, "Hi, I'm Cyrena."
Oh my god, Mandee and Ella just explode. Yep.
Be prepared.
The princess.
Yeah, I'm kind of a bad princess though.
I'll introduce
It's a good device. You can be a good
as-
princess at some point.
This is Mandee and Elia. Elia is trying to win the best turtle contest so that she can help her father.
Ooh.
Then you have Zellowin over here, who is
There.
just there. He's
Not
he's
there.
kind of
He like walked away earlier.
I'll be like, that's
Yeah, pay
that's,
attention, Ginsu.
That's Zillowin. He's off doing his own thing now.
What's his story? And you guys see almost the same expression on her face when she says that.
He is on a journey looking for himself. I think he was raised on a farm or something. I'm not exactly too sure, but he's a naive one.
Never been mad at a farm boy.
Yeah.
My grandpa was a farm boy, you know.
Yeah, I've heard the stories. But if you want
Gives us some nice corded muscle, you know what I'm saying? Work in the fields.
if you want,
God,
if you-
probably shouldn't be having this black character talking about work in the field.
Oh God.
Eating the watermelon.
Let's go.
But hey, if her father owned the land, then it's not really like that.
Hey, he does own all the land. And she says, and who is this? And can I pet your owl?
Hi, my name's Dandil, and this is Eric, and I kind of like hold up like the huge owl.
And her eyes fucking like open up super wide, and she like drops down like to her knees, and she just starts like giving him the like chin rubbies, you know.
the best scritches.
The best scritches.
And she's like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! I've never
I love him
seen.
so much.
I have never seen something this fluffy. It looks like a baby owl, but it's so big.
It's a giant baby owl.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
It's crazy. He was born only a couple of days ago. Oh, sorry,
And then-
weeks ago.
And then she goes, "Oh, wait! It's not a giant baby owl. It's a baby giant owl. Oh, wow!"
Same difference.
And then she's like, as she's like petting it, do you see Everett said like,
He's like bopping up and down.
and she's like, "Whoa, and she like turns to you and she goes, "First of all, Ella, you said your name was, that is a wonderful turtle, and I think," and she pulls out a couple of gold pieces and she tosses them into the air and she goes, "I think," and she turns and looks at Julian and she goes, "I know who I'm betting on tonight."
Well, you never were big on betting on yourself, I suppose.
Yeah. But the two of you, and she points at you and Taliesin, and she goes, "How did you come across such interesting people?"
They were on my uncle's ship.
Okay.
When you
Okay.
wanted for murder, you meet a few interesting folk.
This is what's happening, and I apologize, but I'm pulling royal strings here. And she makes this motion like she's pulling a like the rope for a bell or something, and she goes, "I'm hanging out with you guys tonight. I'm sorry. I cannot just fucking spend time with my grandpa all the time. It is super boring."
I give her a little bow and I say, "Your Highness, it would be a pleasure."
That being said, you guys look like you just went through a week's worth of shit, and some of you have blood on your clothes, which sucks. So this is
Mandy goes,
clean up.
"Oh."
This is what's gonna happen. I have some tailors with me, and I am going to have them make you all brand new clothes. Because I want you looking spiffity diffity tonight at this party.
Spiffity-diffity.
You get a new car. You get a new car. You get a new car.
Pretty much.
Oh, this is awesome. I say, as usual, Serena, you've made the right choice.
She basically gives you the whatever nerd look, and she's like, "I'm doing this because you know interesting people, and not because you are interesting people. Thank you very much."
I'll look over to the princess and I go, "And while we wait for this to get done, maybe you can tell me some happenings back in the capital with my sister and my father."
I don't know about all that. That sounds boring.
Well, I'm not talking about business-related stuff. I'm talking about what my sister gets up to when she's out of everybody's eye shot.
Oh shit. Your dad almost died.
What?
Your dad got hit by a carriage.
Fucking shit.
He almost lost his leg and his arm, but he did lose an eye.
Oh.
And I heard somebody was able to fucking save him from the brink of death, which was probably your dad. And she looks over at Julian, and she's like, "But he's alive."
And still has his arm and leg, right?
Yeah, they're broken, but he has them.
Well,
Well, I know who did it, and unfortunately, it wasn't my father.
It was him. I remember him telling me about that now.
It was actually a more skilled surgeon. It was me.
Yeah, more skilled than your father, I'm sure. Apprentice.
In fact, that was my entrance exam into becoming a doctor.
Which you're not right now because of being, on the lam for murder and all.
I'm hoping your dad
Well,
can clear that up for us.
At this point, I think it's safe to say that since the king believes him, he's off the hook.
Oh yeah, I think so.
You are infuriating. And it is even worse because you have some modicum of skill with a surgical knife. You irritating bastard.
Well, let's just hope you don't get injured so you don't go under my knife.
Well,
is that a threat?
If you saved his dad, you must be worth something. So maybe it wouldn't be the worst thing. And that's about as close to a compliment as you will be getting ever. Thank you.
I'd give it the tip of the old hat.
I really like this princess. She is awesome.
Now,
Went over to the bar.
While you guys are talking, Mandy's just skipping circles around the group.
Okay. Well, you
Went
said
over
you go to the bar. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm attempting to get drinks, but I want to put them on the king's tab.
So you go up to the bar, and guy turns around, all green, green tunic, green pants, and he's like, "Hey, what's
Merry
going
Turtle
on?"
Fest. Merry Turtle Fest.
And happy Turtle Fest to you as well. What can I do for you?
I'd like to get I look over back at the princess talking to everybody, and I'm just like, 7 beers, ales, whatever you have on tap.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
Whatever the princess likes to drink, because she's hanging out with my loser friends.
I will have it delivered.
Yeah, just on their tab.
Your guests of the king. His tab is your tab.
Thank you.
And he leans in a little bit and he goes, in fact, I'll get the good stuff.
Thank you.
Hey, you like it, the juice?
I like it, the juice.
Hey, boys, he likes the juice.
I like it, the juice.
Oh man.
Once that's available, I'll bring it back to the group. So, what I miss? Is he done? Is he done?
Zillowin walks
done
over.
brown nosing?
Zillowin walks over with 2 guys, and both of he's holding a mug of his own, and the 2 guys come over with 2 trays of drinks, and a cup of juice for Ella because she's a child.
I'm gonna nudge Zillowin and I'm gonna go. I think the princess likes you, and give him a little wink.
Like me.
Can I?
And she actually goes, "Oh." When she looks at you, Zillowin, she goes, "Oh, perfect timing." Then she grabs one of the mugs.
Nice.
And she just knocks back like half of it.
Start drinking it and I'm like, why is this so bitter? What is this?
Mandee sees the princess do that, and then she tries to do it too. Did they bring Mandee a pint,
Yeah, like
you got a
like legit, like one of these.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got the same size as everybody else. Nice.
Yep.
No, I'll
like-
hand Mandee
like
one of
bigger
the
than your
mugs.
head.
Just hand it down to you.
Like I probably can't even lift it, so I'm probably like dipping my face into it, like and slurping it up.
Mandy's like, "They come in pints?"
Yeah.
I'm getting one. You've got a whole half a pint already.
Yeah, but it's not a full pint.
Could I roll a perception to see if I know this is the good stuff? Because I feel like my first instinct would be like, beer? Oh, peasant food.
I really don't care. I grew up with the city guard. They drink whatever.
So I give it a sniff, a look maybe. I rolled a 19.
It's definitely like some top shelf stuff.
I say the fancy guy version of, oh shit, this the good stuff. And I take a big healthy swig.
In fact, you take a drink, and as you're like, oh shit, and you start drinking, one of the guys, as he's like everybody's taking the drinks. He goes,
It's a honey mead.
he says, this is Turtle Fest Reserve, and it is reserved for our finest customers, and we only serve it once a year. So enjoy it while it lasts, because next year it'll be a whole new batch.
So is this like a mead or a hop
No.
beer?
It is a beer. It is an ale. It's thick and brown. It's very nice and tasty. But it doesn't have that like ultra bitter taste. It's very smooth and almost chocolatey.
I'd also, while I was at the bar, I also put in an order for like some snack foods and whatnot because I had turtle soup earlier, but I don't
He's
think anybody
like-
else was eating.
He's like chicken wings. We're gonna need some fucking burgers up in this.
Yeah,
bitch.
I slapped the guy on the
turtle,
shoulder. I
turtle
slapped the guy on the
pasta.
shoulder. I'm like, you know what the princess likes. Let's just make sure she's happy.
Y'all got them White Castles?
I'm gonna need
M&Ms
20.
only.
I'm gonna need 20 sliders. I'm gonna need 6 fries, and
A number 9,
eight Diet
large,
Cokes.
a number 6 extra dip.
I'll basically order whatever is good, but in light portions.
Oh, and I look at Tanizan and I'm just like, you have to try this turtle soup at this stall down the way. It is phenomenal. That's where I got the bowl from.
And it was, and for those of you who ate it, it was fucking absolutely delicious. It was
It was
spiced
baller.
just right. There were little dumplings in it.
Like
It
20,
was like,
20 years in a row.
have you ever had chicken and dumplings, but from like an actual Southern person made it?
Yes, I have.
It's like that, but turtle.
You like that, but turtle.
Nice.
Like
the
it's-
turtle into the chicken.
Like it's rich, delicious. The turtle shredded. It's like floating in there. There was obviously some
I would
bay
eat
leaf
nothing
and
but-
spices.
Very nice. That sounds delicious.
And at some point, they come out and they bring you what looks like about this big, almost like pretzel balls, and some kind of like cheeses. There's some meats. There's some like different like dipping things that you can put it in. And then there is like slashed potatoes, which is almost like French fries but thick. It's like the whole, instead of like chopping the potato a long way and then flipping it and then chopping it again to make fries, they just do the first part.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
So
hell
they're-
yeah.
So they're like thick wedges.
They're like almost like thick chips.
Yeah, kind of like that. They're like a fluffy inside chip kind of.
Nice, very nice.
And that comes with a few sauces as well to dip into.
I like annoyingly eat like 1/3 of everything I try and don't finish anything.
The douchebaggiest way to fucking eat anything.
You
Yeah.
put it back with the rest of it.
Oh, that's good, but I think it's too rich. How much
Mm.
there's something else?
He says that about everything, no matter how rich or how not rich it is.
Yeah.
Trying to purposely finish everything he does not eat.
Hell,
Like
you're
that's
eating,
what
like-
I eat.
I'll
Like every
join-
You're
time
eating,
he's done,
half-eaten potatoes. And
I'll
shit.
join
Yeah, every
Zillowin
time
and
he's
eat after
done.
him as well.
and
It's like,
I'll-
oh,
and
this is too rich. All right, let's go, Zillowin.
This was good while it was still warm. I can't be bothered anymore.
I'll try
I'll
feeding like
I'm
random
gonna be
stuff to
I
my
got some
owl.
beer on this one. I can't have the rest of that.
I'm gonna be respectful to the princess. I'm not gonna go out of my way to talk to her or anything. I'm gonna mainly focus on the food.
She, however, is grabbing like multiple things at once and eating them.
She eats
You know,
like a
she's like-
farmer.
She's like double fisting, like pretzel here, fucking thick chip there,
And Slim Jim.
bit of meat, make a sandwich out of it, kind of thing.
I'm gonna look at her and I go, so my sister's tales of how you eat were true. You do not eat like a noble at all.
No, I eat like a princess. Thank you very much. And
That's alright. Mandy's probably sitting next to her plate, like eating, like sitting on the table next to her plate.
I just picture Mandy's like unhinged her jaw and like shoving fistfuls in. She's like,
And how do nobles eat? Is that like what Julian's doing?
Like dainty
no, they're
prick?
not that. They're
This
not
is how
that
princesses
bad, but
eat from civilized places.
that it's not that bad, but it's along those lines. They'll eat everything, but they'll do it slow and prim and proper. It's annoying.
She kind of turns to you and she's like, it's like a small plate affair kind of thing with
Yeah.
most of these guys. They put a couple of things on a little plate and, oh, this will sustain me for the rest of the night.
Yeah, pretty much. Not like my sister though.
Meanwhile, she's saying that when she's got the Guy Fieri, like all of the food is shoved over into her cheek so that she can talk to you without being a pig, kind of thing.
It's like my sister and I, when we're alone, we will eat much like the princess is eating now.
I did hear that your mother makes a fine meal.
Oh, you have no clue. Next time, you should ask my sister to accompany her to one of our mother's meals. They are divine.
Speaking of divine, you guys still look shitty. So while you're eating, and she like snaps, and a couple of guys come over. They start like measuring each of you.
That's
I
fine.
just like know what
And-
they're doing.
Wow.
I
They're
got
like-
T-pose on, and I'm like, hurry it along. I've drinks to drink.
Yeah.
And
we're
Politely-
used to this kind of shit.
36, 27, 26, 35, 42, and have been for the last 62 years.
Jesus Christ.
I politely wave the gentleman away from my leathers. I'm
He's
fine,
not-
thank you.
He's not covered in blood. He's
Yes, 17 and a half
They-
inch long ears. Yes, 16.4.
They said, Jesus Christ, what are you, dark elf? You
Jesus,
fucking-
I
those
don't know,
fucking
just throwing
ears
numbers
are
out
long
there.
as
I don't know how
shit.
long they are.
You got the fucking.
17 inches is almost a foot and a half, dude.
So,
I know all the specs. I just rattle.
fun elf fact is, you know how they say that babies have the same size eyes as an adult?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's true for elves as well, but it's also true for elf ears.
Oh.
So when elves are little, they have big old fucking floppy ears,
So they have to
And
grow
then-
into them.
and they have to grow. So it's a common saying to say that you've grown into your ears, or that you'll have to grow into your ears, and it's like saying that you're still a little too young. Like he's like, I want to drink this mead, and his mom's like, you still have to grow into your ears a little bit for that.
It's kind of like how the Who's grow into their nose.
Well, that's
Yeah.
great.
Except their noses don't flop around when they run.
That is very true. Oh, ow! I smacked my eye with my ear.
It's not quite that bad, but yeah.
Jesus.
Measurements got
Zillowin-
measured.
Zillowin, they ask you, you know, this is free. It's gonna be very nice. We're not going to take your current clothes. We're just going to, oh, excuse me, give you some new ones. Are you sure?
Yeah, clothes, as in the things
Yeah.
you wear to cover your body.
Just very distinctly, I'm just like, what's wrong with my clothes?
They're dirty, and the princess.
You'll
would
be
like to have
at-
something new.
You'll be at a king's dinner. That's all. The princess would like you to have, at the very least, a spare set of clothes. So, if you'd like, we can make them for you. If not, that's fine, and we don't have to if you don't wish it.
Zillowin, we're gonna be in the king's presence. It would be good if you had some nice clothes for at least this one night.
The king's presence this entire time.
No,
And
in
also,
a formal
as they're-
setting.
As they're measuring you guys, they're asking what you want them to make for you.
Oh, I rattle off my normal douchebaggy college, Pippi Longstocking, I'm a little dandy boy. I'm a real, Pepe Le Pew, that
The
kind of.
little fucking green sailor outfit for you.
Yeah. I'm a real dandy.
There is a lot of fills.
I'll find it. Hold on.
Frills.
I'll find
Frills,
it.
yeah.
I'll find it.
But I basically just asked for a nice pair of slacks, an undershirt with a night cut tunic, to go
Okay.
along with the formal
That's
vest.
that's the one that like goes down like this on one side, so you can
Yes.
flap it over. Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
I'm like a little Ponce de Leon.
I'm gonna ask them if they know anything like of the Amblefoot tribes and like their ways. Maybe instruct them like how to make some like traditional garb or whatnot.
They're like, never heard of him.
Well, let me tell you all about it, and I could just go on a whole like fucking like history story lesson.
And I, God damn it, gets you with this fucking picture of Bugs Bunny.
No, dude. True story. When I was in high school, if we wanted to like call each other fags, you know what I mean? We wouldn't say fag, we'd say Ponce, as in Ponce de Leon, because we saw a picture like this in our textbook, and he just looked like such a little fucking fag. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I see it. Yeah. And they do ask everybody what it is, what kind of cut, what kind of thing that they want. For you, Dandil, they're gonna make you like, they'll make you kind of a nice undershirt kind of thing with a bit of like a skirt. You know what I mean?
All right, sure.
I concede, but I look at the guy and I go, "You see what I'm wearing right now? This,
I do.
but just fancy."
All right. With a collar, it is then.
Thank you.
So they'll make you basically like a leather tunic with like wooden toggles down the front.
I don't know if you remember, but I'm currently wearing a very similar outfit as Hades from Xena.
Okay. 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 I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No, not Hades. Sorry, Ares.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was looking at Hades and I was like, all right, this is fuckboy material. I see it.
Frick boy material.
I think it's Ares.
Yeah, it's Ares.
Aries?
It's definitely Ares. Okay. Yeah,
He's
they
got,
make
like, normal like Greek guy stuff on.
they make you like basically that, but it's made out of really high grade materials, and it's very nice. It's got the what the fuck did the studs down the front and everything.
So
Studs for a stud.
That's dead Tuesday.
So
And then what does Mandee want?
real quick, device, I posted something in the in-game play memes or whatever. That type of shirt, just looser.
Just loser.
No,
Okay.
loser. So you can't see the nipples.
Loser. Oh,
so you
fuck.
can't see the nipples.
So you can't see the nipples.
Okay, canonically, Talizar has fucking baloney barb nipples now.
No,
They're like
no,
dark
That
and
is
wide.
hard. Let's go.
No.
Pepperoni nipples over here.
He's been really like
Time has spoken.
he's been really
No.
fucking worried about them his
This
whole
is
life. He
my-
doesn't swim. He swims with a shirt
This
on.
is the design of my character.
He's like that
Stand
fat
out
A black
Mexican
shirt.
12-year-old at the fucking wave pool who's too scared of everybody seeing his nipples.
He used to
We
be
can
fat
totally
when he
see
was a
him
kid.
anyways.
Y'all are
He used,
terrible.
he used to be fat when he was a little kid, and he hasn't gotten over it, even though he's all fit now.
He's fit now, but the nipples stay fat.
The thing is, that wouldn't fit my character's backstory, so.
Oh, too
It's
bad.
a-
You got pepperoni nipples.
We're just giving you shit.
I know.
We're giving you shit, and I'm giving you pepperoni nipples.
Nope.
Let's go.
Okay, so what does Mandee want? And they basically tell you they'll make you fucking whatever. You want to dress?
No, she wants like a waistcoat with like some sashes, like almost like a Captain Jack Sparrow looking.
Okay, so you want like the full pirate jam.
Yeah.
Okay. They're gonna make it look like basically like a really fancy one of the like pirate captains, you know, when they go to that big pirate meeting thing. And
Yeah.
It just looks like that, but like not like you've lived in shit for your whole life. You know what I mean? Because those guys all look like they lived in shit their whole lives. Okay. And they go away and they tell you that in a couple of hours your clothes will be ready, and about an hour after that, they will have this this feast.
Cool.
I
I'm
shared
gonna
a
ask
picture.
if. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I shared a picture of the outfit. But I'm thinking just that, but with a lot of gold and like red filigree kind of sewn into the top and along the cuffs.
That is Hades.
That's Ares,
No,
yeah.
that's Ares.
Oh, Ares had a lot more like studding going on, I thought.
That's one of his outfits. They had like 18
But
of them.
oh, fair enough. But either way, yeah, it'll look like that. No sleeves and all. Only
Sleeves is
nerds wear sleeves.
Yeah.
I'm wearing some big old sleeves.
So
I got some real good douchebag sleeves.
you guys have
Man.
a couple of hours to kill. What would you like to do?
Mandy wants to see if somebody will come get some soup with her. Mostly because she needs someone to carry her mug.
I'll go with her.
I
I'm
haven't
gonna
tried
s-
any yet, so I guess
Mandy,
that
I'll
makes
go with
sense.
you. That's fine.
Oh,
This-
swell!
This is Hades.
Cool. Those think it's really cool.
Because I'm kind of just on board to just follow the princess around, even though I annoy her. I just want to get in the good grace of the royalty. But my style is like be douchey, so it doesn't really work. But it all makes sense to him. It doesn't really make sense when I say it out loud.
Fair
Just
enough.
going around the princess.
He's
pouncing
a
around.
noble douchebag.
Okay.
We've seen they're like a dime a dozen.
Yeah, I'm gonna take on Ella and get some soup with her, and then I'll just basically go do whatever she wants to do.
Okay. So you guys do that. You spend a couple of hours mobbing around the like festivities. Is there anything that you guys are looking for aside from the soups?
Oh, did
aside
I
from that kind
enter
of
my
shit?
turtle into the contest? I really meant to do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he does. He does the same thing, and your turtle gets a little 13 on her
13.
back.
Yeah, I make a joke about it being a lucky
Oh.
number to the princess.
And she does not seem happy about it
I guess I shrug it off. I don't
because
I don't understand why.
you have a prissy turtle. Remember?
Oh,
Nice
okay.
turtle.
All right. Well, I mean, I make a joke about how she should try to be more like my prissy turtle.
Jesus.
I mean, your turtle is not happy about it, not the princess.
Oh, okay. Well, all the
'Cause the
same, I
tur-
still make the same kind of a joke.
Because
So.
you like paste a little paper on her shell, and the turtle's like tries to get at it, but like can't quite do it with her head.
Yeah,
'cause she
my
can't.
turtle does the same thing all the time. I know what you're saying.
She's just like, "Ugh," and then she just gives up after a while and just starts eating some stuff.
On the way to get the
I go to
turtle
the parade.
soup, with Mandee and Ella, I want to see if I can find a stall that has like that sells like turtle pins, because I want something to put on like my lapel.
Okay, what level of finery are you looking for?
Something that looks nice but isn't too god awful expensive.
Okay.
Something that
You
represents the festival well.
you find a nice stall that has some pretty nice trinkets and jewelry and such. Most of it made out of like bits of turtle shell or that kind of thing, along with some nicer materials like silver or like bronze or brass or copper.
How much would like the turtle shell with the silver be for a pen, lapel pin?
So imagine a
Fucking
turtle
Vick
shell.
over here with his floppy erection.
Imagine a turtle shell, right?
Uh-huh.
And all of the creases in
Yeah.
between the like bits of shell. That's all inlaid with silver.
Okay. Yeah.
And she says she'll sell that to you for 5 silver.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. That's not a problem at all. I'll pull out I'll pull out 7 silver and give it to her.
And she like looks at you kind of questioningly, holding 5 silver in one hand and 2 in the other, and she goes, "Your change?"
No, it's a tip. And I give her a
Well,
smile.
well, very well. Then, in that case, I have an additional gift for you. Welcome to Turtle Fest. And she holds her hand out, and in her hand is a single die carved from bone, like a 6-sided die carved from bone, and all of the pips are also inlaid with silver.
Oh,
That's
nice.
tight.
I'll take both, and I'll pocket the pin, and then I'll take the dice and I'll put it with my card set.
And when you take the dice, she says, "Be careful though. My dice are always lucky." And she winks at you, then she picks up one of the dice and she rolls it. And it lands on a 1. And that doesn't quite seem lucky to you
Yeah.
until she rolls it again and it lands on a 1. And then she rolls it again and it lands on a 1. And she looks at you and she says, "I gave you a 6."
Oh, nice. That's
So
tight,
you
dude.
so you
That's how
have
hot you are.
you have 1 weighted die that's weighted on 6.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Nice. I'll give her a nod, a light wink, and say thank you, and I'll head off.
I got a quick
Okay.
question, Device.
Yep.
So for this turtle contest, do the turtles, are they allowed to wear costumes? Is there some pageantry about it? How does the judging work?
It's essentially a dog show.
So
it's
you
like-
wouldn't put them in like a hat or a cape?
It's like
it'd be
the
too
Kennel
tacky.
Club dog show kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Vick, man.
Yeah, you're judging the
Um,
turtles on their appearance, not what they're wearing.
Because I was
Now-
gonna say it'd be fun to like put a little outfit on her that looks just like the princess's outfit.
Oh God.
Only just to piss her off.
You're gonna make her punch you right
That's
in your
fine.
face.
And he's talking about the turtle, not the princess.
Right? Yeah.
I
But
know
like,
that.
her
But the
outfit,
princess
yeah.
is just gonna
Uh,
punch him right in the face.
But there's nothing specifically in the rules that says he can't put a little costume on him.
We're gonna make it look just like the princess as much as possible.
Oh
if
my God.
possible. I don't know if I can leave the turtle
Okay.
with the royal tailors. You know, maybe when we were in the inn, I have a little aside to the tailors.
Fuck.
I make it sound like, oh, my measurements are so and so, but I say, oh, I have a little plan to fuck with the princess. And I'm like, if you could take my little turtle for a couple of hours and custom fit an outfit that looks just like the princess's, we get a real gaff out of it.
So
Oh
she's
my God.
she's basically wearing, the princess is basically wearing knee-high, like, fold-over boots, very tight slacks, and tucked into those with a belt, she has one of those, like tunics with the frill around the side that's kind of deep cut. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's got
Just
the
a
like
peasant shirt.
crisscrossed pull string kind of thing.
Yeah.
She doesn't look like she takes herself too seriously, and she doesn't act like it either. Like, she's
That's
the
perfect.
princess, so she doesn't need to put extra work in. That's kind of the jam that you guys get from her.
So I want to dress up the turtle for the contest. Basically just like that. Lots of skin revealed. You know, kind of like slipshod, slappy. You know, kind of like scruffy. Little stockings on the back legs. Like very obviously the princess.
Her outfit looks very much like you could very easily strap armor over it. That's the kind of feel that you get from her outfit.
Yeah. No, that's perfect. I even told the world tailors to like, oh, jot that down. Like, look at the princess, like, copy exactly what she's wearing, put it in turtle form. We're gonna make fun of her during the show. This is gonna be a fun gaff.
They do not seem pumped about the making fun of her part, but
I'm royalty, motherfuckers. You're gonna do it.
you may be able to convince them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna say like, I'm a fucking big rich motherfucker. Like,
When you say rich, the guy like kind of one of his eyebrows goes up.
Oh, my father takes care of my affairs. You can talk to him after the thing. He's here, I'm sure.
I don't believe that he is, sir. But for a small tip, I'm sure we could get this turtle costume going for you.
Yes. What'll it cost?
What would you like to tip them? And then, depending on your tip, we'll see what kind of check I'm going to make you make.
Wait. Before I decide on how much, can I make like a perception check to understand like what they're looking for?
You can make an insight check.
Okay. 22.
Okay. These are rich boy tailors. The shit that they're making for you guys, this is stuff that you could probably sell for a lot of money. Like at least 10 gold, which is a lot for fucking nice clothes. And you guys are all basically getting I forget what it's called in D&D, but it's like the royal or the like nobility outfit kind of shit.
Yeah.
That's like the
Noble's
level of
garb.
yeah, that's basically the level of shit that you guys are getting.
Oh hell yeah!
So it's fairly pricey, but this is a turtle. So he probably would.
It's a small turtle.
It is a small turtle, so he might go for like 5 gold, which would like if you were haggling, that would probably be his starting price.
Okay, I'm gonna give him 4 gold. Because that's all I have. Then I'm gonna say
You're
make it
gonna empty
tasteful.
your pockets for this?
Yeah. I'm a rich guy. I don't know anything about saving money. My dad just spoon feeds it to me. I'm getting a free meal, free clothing. I mean, I'm part of the entourage now.
Like you're finally back into free shit mode. Like,
yeah. So money doesn't matter.
You're Paris
yeah.
Hilton getting your free fucking swag bag at the entrance
exactly,
of the party.
Yeah. So like this is just pocket change to me. I'm like, we'll make it work. And I'd like some money for gambling afterwards. So if I'm not satisfied with the outfit, I might try to get some of it back.
Roll me a persuasion check.
24.
What are your dice today? He goes, okay, I'll tell you what. I'll take 3. And you can keep this one. Because it's a turtle, and I just don't know if I will impress you with this. But I am confident in my abilities. So I'll take 3. It's not that much material.
Just remember, the whole kingdom is watching. Make it fun.
Yeah, we'll make it fun. It'll be good. Yeah, it'll be good. Just leave her with me. And he takes the turtle from you.
Perfect.
Do I see him pay the guy 3 gold?
No, this is you guys have like walked off, so he like stayed behind real quick to do this.
Oh,
just the same way you stayed behind with the guards.
And also, I hate to cut this, but it's kind of late for me, so I have to go.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna end it pretty quick. Does anybody else have anything that they're looking to buy? You guys get your soup and stuff. Is there anything else anybody wants to get before we cut it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna, on the King's tab, I'm just gonna order various sorts of different foods, and I'm gonna feed it to my owl.
Okay, that worked.
Nice.
And you just shove it in. You like this, buddy? How about
Very
this? Try
nice.
some of this. Go ahead, try this. Oh, this one's pretty good.
Fucking baby owls eating like foie gras and steak and shit.
You're gonna spoil this fucking owl.
That's a happy owl.
It's definitely asleep at this point.
I'm gonna ask the professor to attach my keychain to my staff.
The professor has not been around as far as you guys have seen. So you
just in the background.
Yeah, no, he dipped when like Mandee and them dipped. You guys turned around and he wasn't there either.
And we haven't been able to find him since. But we're not too worried. He'll show up.
Or he hasn't found you. Yeah, he did like teleport in before.
Mm-hmm.
So
in the king's retinue that I could have do that then.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
They can affix it to your staff. And as you're looking for the professor, you notice on Zillowin, or not Zillowin's head, on Dandil's head, just chilling. What looks like it might be asleep is a little silver,
Cricket.
a little silver cricket, and you didn't even notice it because it's a cricket and it weighs nothing.
Okay.
But it's just chilling on there. And did you have anything, Mandee, that you wanted to do?
I was just gonna pay for something nice that Ella wanted.
Oh,
That's
okay.
nice. You're a nice guy.
Well, really, she's just excited about being here, and maybe that turtle soup would be cool, you know.
Oh, I figured I already paid for how much that was. That was a silver each, right?
So, why don't you pay 3 silver, and then you'll get her that like super nice commemorative bowl thing too.
Yeah, I'm sure she would enjoy that.
She'll be super excited about that too, and she's like, "Oh, my dad's never gonna believe it. Now we have 4 bowls."
Oh my god.
She's a little poor farm girl, you know.
Yeah.
Like she's
Hanging out with a
after
bunch of strangers.
she's after medicine that's like half the amount that they'll make in the year. Like, you know.
I mean, she's hanging out with the fucking king's crew now. You know what I mean?
She
like,
is.
We'll make
Yeah.
this happen.
We'll
Okay.
we'll help her out.
Well, at that, we'll end everything with you guys getting your new clothes. And when we start the next session, it will be feast time.
Oh yeah.
All right. Giggity giggity.
Hell yeah, I got some Navajo drip right now. Let's go.
Yeah, buddy.
It's
Alright.
Siren. What? Siren?
Cyrena.
Cyrena. Add a little note because I know I got a new pet torty named
Yep.
Cyrena.
Alright, everybody. Have a good night, fellas.
All right,
Hey,
guys.
have a good night.
Patsy.